Good Tuesday evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back, Southwest Arkansas weather here on Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2025. Taking a look at your evening weather blog. In today's Outlook, we're going to go over the 6-day forecast and go in depth behind the details on the 6-day forecast and show you the data and guidance behind this forecast and what we can see going forward with the next 6 days. So starting off with Wednesday, temperatures going to continue to be on the warmer side of things over the next few days, near normal for this time of year. Highs going to range from the lower to mid 80s and up into the upper 80s, and a few lower 90s will be possible there as well, with overnight lows in the 60s. Only a 10% chance of a rain shower or two. Most of us are going to stay mostly sunny throughout the day and even into Thursday and Friday, where highs are going to range from the upper 80s into the lower 90s and maybe even into the mid 90s there some on Friday, with overnight lows in the 60s. 30% chance of rain does exist Friday night as another cold front moves into the area. The reason for the rain chances on Wednesday and Thursday, you do have, or really Wednesday, I don't think we see any rain chances Thursday. Really, we have another boundary moving through, and we'll talk about this here in just a moment, but it's not a strong boundary or a strong thing at all, really. It's not going to affect us much, but may just bring us just enough rain chances to put in the forecast there. But Friday we have a stronger cold front that's going to start to make its way through northern Arkansas Friday, throughout the day Friday, and really move in Friday night into Saturday across southwest Arkansas. And as you can see, the cooler air arrives over the weekend with some rain chances around 30% throughout this weekend. Scattered thunderstorms will be possible with partly cloudy skies there throughout this time frame. Highs ranging from the upper 70s into the lower to mid 80s throughout this time frame, with overnight lows in the lower 60s. So let's real quickly take a look at the data and show you a little more about what's going on behind the scenes here, and talk just briefly about what we're seeing here with this. So currently right now, if you look at this, we're looking at the 500 millibar level height. So this is about the middle upper atmosphere. This is where you get your troughs, your ridges. You see this back off of across the western portion of the country here. That is your ridge of high pressure. That's 591 millibars there. You can see that your you can see there that's your ridge of high pressure. You have the this trough off over here in the eastern part of the country, and you can see we are under the influence of northwesterly flow right now, and that's going to probably stick around until really throughout Thursday. And you'll notice this here as we go throughout this, it kind of by Thursday it starts to flatten out. By what we mean by flatten out is winds turn more to that east to west or west to east movement there across the region. And that kind of helps us just, once again, that just balances out some things. We do have some, with that northwest flow, that helps bring some drier air in. Well, we kind of shift away from that for a little bit and kind of just it flattens out there across the region. And this really doesn't have much else going on throughout this upcoming forecast period. But I do want to show you something with the GFS model that I've noticed here recently over the past little bit here. So we're looking at the same thing, just another model. Something we may have to watch for as we go into this weekend into Monday. Watch this tropical system that this GFS is picking up on in the California, not California area, the Mexico area, and in the down there, and it moves into the Mexico area, and as afterwards the remnants of that could move potentially towards us as we go into this weekend. And you can see there's the remnants still there, just that little low pressure system now into Sunday. And it may try to, you can kind of count to see this right here. There may be something there on Monday that it tries to bring up, and that would explain why the GFS is showing more heavier rainfall through this weekend, because it brings that low pressure system into the area while the European model doesn't. Right now, leaning a little more towards the European model. Not expecting a whole lot of rainfall, but we'll keep an eye on this and continue to watch that closely. If that is the case and we do get the remnants of whatever tropical system is down there and it does move towards us or closer towards us, that could help increase rain chances. As always, that's tropical moisture that's getting brought up towards us, but we'll see close. We'll keep an eye on it and watch it closely. Right now, leaning a little more towards the European side of things. And real quickly, let's talk about what's in store for the forecast up here with those rain chances. And remember, this is model data. It's not perfect. It's just one of the many tools we use to build forecasts. So don't take this as this is exactly what's going to happen. Just helps you get the general idea. But as we go throughout tomorrow, maybe some small rain chances, nothing major. Then you can see there on Thursday. Just drier conditions, even into Friday. This is Friday evening, right around time for football, and this is showing. You can see here comes that next stronger cold front, but still remaining mainly dry until really we get to that Saturday morning time frame. And the GFS is just a little, or European model is just a little drier, and even some there on Sunday and into the Monday time frame and early next week. Taking a look at temperatures with this, you're going to notice temperatures just continue to be right there, really have that wide range from being in the lower to mid 80s across northern portions or really up in the upper 70s, lower 80s across northern portions of our coverage area, and near the mid to upper 70s, or upper 80s, not 70s, across farther southern regions of our coverage area, closer to that Arkansas-Louisiana border. But watch as we go into Thursday, a little warmer, as this model shows. Don't take those numbers as exactly what it means. Like we said, forecast is taking a lot more than just one model. It takes a lot of extra detail. But Friday, we could have a little bit of a warmer day with that cold front. You can see here across the Texas area, up into Kansas and Missouri, that cold front starts to make its way south, and with that brings colder air. This is overnight Saturday into the morning on Saturday, or really that's from Friday night into Saturday morning. This is around that 7 a.m., 6 a.m. time frame, and you can see that cold front moves in, and depending on how far south that cold front drops, you may have a few areas that warm up quicker across far southern Arkansas. Your model data or your weather apps are gonna show different things. So, for example, a lot of weather apps, they'll purchase the GFS model data, and that may just be a little more delayed in terms of timing on that front. So that may make high temperatures look way warmer than what for example, we're forecasting, or stuff of that nature. And it just depends on your location. Like if this European model were to come to fruition, you're looking at 18Z, that's about the afternoon time frame. And if you look at that, you see temperatures in the mid, almost upper 80s across there. But look up here near Mena, you're talking around in the 60s. So big range of temperatures could be a possibility as we go into this weekend for our little coverage area down here. But that cold front makes its way through, and into this weekend, you can see just some cooler air, some wetter air, or better rain chances will exist this weekend. And as you can see, that could lead to maybe some cooler air as we go forward throughout next week, at least through the beginning periods of next week. I don't want to go too far in the future, just because there's a lot of, once you get further out, you start to get a lot less. You gotta look a little more into details, more than just looking at the model guidance when you get further. Or overall, but when you get further out, you just got to heed that with a little bit of caution as you go further out into the future. But taking a look at the North American model, it shows pretty much the similar scenario. You can see that cold front starts to make its way south. This only goes till about Saturday, just around Saturday after midnight. There across the area, and you can see temperatures warm up probably on the warmer side of things for Friday. I don't necessarily take those, like I said, numbers as exact, but look at that cold front starts to come in, stronger cold front, maybe some precipitation with that as we go forward throughout that time frame. As you can see, this is more on the backside of that front, so probably going to be more Saturday with those rainfall amounts, or really overnight Friday, Saturday morning into Saturday. We could be dealing with some of those rainfall amounts. Taking a look at the GFS, like I said, it's a little more heavier on the precipitation due to that low pressure system. You can see or due to the remnants of that tropical system, you can kind of see that off over here again in Texas. But either way, we got some rain chances. We'll see which one of these models as we get closer caves to the other, and that'll help us know for sure what we'll see. But this just shows you maybe some more rain chances, not necessarily as widespread as what the GFS is showing compared to the European model. I'm going with more of the European model right now, but at this time, just know rain chances are in store for this upcoming weekend. So that's just a quick little overview of what of the data behind it, and as always, let me know what you think about these forecasts and what you think about the little extra details to that. Always trying to help help people learn a little more about weather overall and talk about the details behind it. But overall, that's going to bring us to the end of today's Outlook or evening weather blog. Just continuing to expect to see just near normal conditions for the through the last half of the work week. Some rain chances tomorrow, but I think most of us stay dry. Rain chances returning to the forecast really Saturday or Friday night into Saturday morning and through the weekend and early next week. Overnight lows going to be in the 60s, going to be a little more closer to the mid to upper 60s probably throughout the first half of this period, Wednesday through Friday, decreasing a little more into the lower to mid 60s Saturday through Sunday with those rain chances and some more partly sunny to partly cloudy skies throughout that time frame. Remember, throughout Wednesday through Friday, it's mostly sunny, so you may get a few clouds here and there. But overall, we want to say big thanks as always to all of our sponsors: Patterson's Credit Union, Southern Dumpster Rental, Landmark Insurance Agency, Palmer's Roofing, and Janus Auto Supply Bumper to Bumper. Make sure to check them all out, and thank you guys very much. As always, we couldn't do this without any of their support and your support as well. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Make sure to like the video and comment if you have any questions. And make sure to check us out over on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and here on YouTube. We post a lot over on our Facebook page, so make sure to check us out over there as well. And as always, have a good rest of your Tuesday. See you back here tomorrow evening for another look at what's in store for your evening weather blog. And we'll start to take a first peek at what's in store for your Friday Night Lights forecast tomorrow evening in the evening weather blog.